I'm here with Thanbir in Horsham Tandoori today. Now, Thanbir, it's lovely for me to actually come in. I normally order online via your wonderful app, so it's lovely to actually come in and finally meet you.
Yeah, no, welcome, and yeah, it's great to have you into the shop. Yeah, a lot of people like using our app. You know, we've been very lucky to kind of gain good traction and getting good sort of take up on it, and it helps us just operationally, you know, run a better ship and focus on the food and service, which are two of the primary objectives of making sure that you've got good quality takeaway.
So if people are looking at the menu for the first time and thinking, right, I'm going to place an order, have you got things that you would recommend to them? If I rang and said, look, I've got the family round, I want to get a takeaway, what do you suggest I get?
So look, yeah, we cater for all types of diets. So one of the things that we're really clear about is like curries are gluten free. They don't contain any gluten, so you know all curries are gluten free. We're the only takeaway in the whole town that has a full vegan offering. That means like there's a whole menu dedicated to vegans as well. So everyone's catered for when it comes to dietary requirements. In terms of what we would recommend, you know, you've always got your classics, the kormas and the tikka masalas, and you know there's so many takeaways in Horsham and restaurants that offer that. They all have variants in taste, but they're pretty consistent in terms of quality. In terms of what I would recommend, you know, my favourite is the doobamurg. It's a medium curry, very peppery, it's got a creamy texture, and I think every person that I've recommended that to will then reorder it like without fail. So that's the one. It's under the house specials, doobamurg. It's a chicken dish, and then we introduced last year the kalia, so we can do that in lamb or chicken, and that's another quite creamy dish, medium, but it's got like a hint of mint. Ooh. And during the heat wave last week, like a few people were asking to recommend that. I put up a post on Instagram. We got a few people replying, "Oh, this looks good," and ordering it, and yeah, it's gone down well. We always, you know, when people always ask us for a recommendation, I'll put in a call maybe a day later or later on in the evening, depending on the time. Like, how was it? But my favourite thing, and you'll see a post on our Instagram next week, it's scheduled for it, is the bindi bhaji, the okra. Okay. It's my favourite vegetable, so I think it's the best vegetable in the world. It's not something that people would necessarily always try, known as ladies' fingers or okra or bindi. That amazing side dish, you know, I love recommending that because it just tastes great.
Now, I was admiring your little, I know you're very modest about this, but you have got a rather lovely wall of fame here, haven't you? With some great awards.
So you know, we like to keep things, we only really like to keep things independent. So, you know, what we most like to talk about is like even these ones here, which were a few years ago by Hungry House, which has now been acquired by Just Eat. Yes. And these were independent because they're based on independent reviews by customers. The ones on the left here, the TripAdvisor ones, so the last 3 years, with the new ones just come out, and we've got that as well. That again, you know, is based on independent reviews by customers, which we're more proud of, because
that's a really big achievement to get a TripAdvisor award 3 years in a row, because as you say, that's people taking the time to go on and leave you those reviews. So you must be doing something really right.
Yeah, and it's a lot more. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, it's a lot more unique for a takeaway, because people's experiences are, you know, just get a takeaway, it's my regular, there's no difference, like they'll consistently order. So for us to get that as a takeaway where we don't have a lot of interaction, so the service is, as long as the food's on time, it's hot to you, like there's not much more like I can do to, like, you know, make your experience much better, and the food's great. So yeah, that makes us really proud, the fact that we're producing really consistently good food. You know, we're the #1 ranked takeaway in Horsham. You won't find the takeaway ranked on Google or Facebook or TripAdvisor higher than us, and yeah, we're proud of that. Or even Just Eat. So
now, virtual Big Nibble, it's coming up in September, and it's not just one weekend now, it's an entire month of virtual online events. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, first of all, being involved and being able to attend. It being virtual, it obviously just makes it a lot more accessible to everyone in town. So yeah, just really looking forward to seeing all the things that you guys are going to be doing for it. We're so lucky in Horsham with the amount of food choice that we've got. Like, so just as many people being involved, and I think the accessibility is what I'm looking forward to, and sort of exposing people to what this great town has to offer, basically.
Yes, you could almost eat around the world, couldn't you, I think, in Horsham?
Yeah, you know, if you want India, there's only one place to come.
We know where to come. Thank you very much for talking to us today.
No worries.
Thank you.